Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Feels, and I'm back. Just wanted to give my thoughts on the fight this weekend between Mikey Garcia and Jessie Vargas. Looking forward to this fight. Comeback fight for Mikey Garcia. Also a comeback fight for Jessie Vargas. Both guys have been out of the ring for almost a year. Jessie Vargas comes in at 29-2, 11 KOs, only 2 losses to Timothy Bradley Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. 30 years of age. Mikey Garcia, 39-1 with 30 KOs, only lost to Errol Spence Jr., which was his last fight. So I'm definitely interested to see, Mikey Garcia is 32 years of age. Interested to see how Mikey Garcia looks, coming off of the loss from Errol Spence, even though he's had a pretty long layoff. I'm pretty sure, he's, been in the gym. Of course, he fights this Saturday, so, he's had a full training camp. So I'm just interested to see how he looks against Jessie Vargas. Jessie Vargas is a bigger welterweight. It's probably like a true 154. I'm not sure if he's fought at 154. But anyway, this is a good fight. With Mikey Garcia, who's a very good technical boxer. Fundamentally sound, but not afraid to trade with opponents. Once he's comfortable, he believes in his power. I believe the Errol Spence fight was just too much for him. I really like Mikey Garcia. I didn't want him to move up to 147, but dare to be great. And he says he wants to stay at 147. But I just think once he moved up to 140 and fought Lipinets for the IBF, I believe he should have stayed there. I wanted him to fight the other champions. I don't know. I got to go back to see who all had the belts at the time. But, we have Regis Prograis, Maurice Hooker, Jose Ramirez, all these guys at 140. These are really, really good fights that I thought were really good for Mikey Garcia. So, I definitely, would have liked to see him stay at 140, but he wants to be at 147, wants to get a title at 147, says he will be champion, and we'll see. He could get the rematch between Errol Spence, he could get the fight with Manny Pacquiao, he could get the fight with Terrence Crawford, and all of those would be good fights, including the rematch with Errol Spence, although I think would be maybe the same result. But hey, who knows if he fights, it's the same result. Like, even if he lets his hand go, I believe Errol Spence will probably knock him out, if he just sits there and trades with Errol Spence. But he definitely has a good chance, against Pacquiao. I like his chances against Terrence Crawford, although I would favor Terrence Crawford. I just think he's really small for 147. He has good power. He's a very good boxer, but I just don't think that will carry him against these guys who are currently champion at 147. So, but we'll see. We'll see how he looks this Saturday against Jessie Vargas. Jessie Vargas himself is a really good boxer, only having lost against Bradley and Pacquiao. So, he definitely has been in there with some good fighters. He beat Broner, got a knockout in his last fight. So, he brings some, good opposition to the table. So, I'm excited to see this, to see what happens, and also to see what happens next if Mikey Garcia is successful Saturday, to see what happens next for him. I believe there's been talk about him getting that Pacquiao fight. Pacquiao, I believe, is scheduled to fight in July. I'm not sure when in July, but I believe he's scheduled to fight in July, and that could end up either being against, it could be against, Mikey Garcia, or could possibly be against Terrence Crawford. Errol Spence is supposed to come back this summer, and he says he does not want a tune-up fight. I don't think his team will allow that to happen. Ultimately, the fighters pull the punches, but I just don't think that will happen. I believe he'll have a touch fight, if anything, his mandatory. And so we'll see what happens Saturday. But again, good fight. I'm excited. Just happy to see Mikey Garcia back in action. Mikey Garcia is a good guy. He seems like a good guy. He's a kind of a fan favorite guy. He's a big draw. He's going to continue to get the big names. I think he's from like San Antonio, Texas, or something like that. We'll definitely see what happens. But there's also a good co-main event. Roman Gonzalez, Chocolatito is back in action. He's fighting for the WBA 115-pound title against Cal Yaffe, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, who's a very good technical boxer, Olympian. Doesn't have a ton of power, but he's undefeated. He's an Olympian. Like I said, he's a very technical boxer. Roman Gonzalez, he's lost twice to the same guy, Sergey Rungvisai, who knocked him out actually in the rematch, I believe like third or fourth round, so that took a lot out of him. But his last 2 fights, he's gotten consecutive knockouts. So, if this is, he used to be like the number one like pound for pound guy, even, he's like little dude, 5'3", 63. I mean, these are little guys. But I think it's going to be a good scrap, man. I think it could steal the show. I actually smell kind of like an upset. We'll see. We'll definitely see. I think if Chocolatito can put it together, the power, the combination punching, if he can, cut off the ring and corner, Yaffe, we'll see. We'll see if he can pull it out. But I'm leaning towards the upset. So we'll see. But I appreciate you guys stopping by, taking a listen to the video. Stick with me, like the video if you enjoyed the preview and breakdown and prediction. Definitely subscribe for future post-fight reactions and pre-fight predictions. Thank you so much for taking up the time to take a listen to the video, and I will definitely catch you guys on the next one. And I'm out.